Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's video. So this week, I get a lot of questions asking me, Rochelle, you mentioned that you do a session, then right after the session, you do an ordering session where clients choose their images, order any products, and then just leave. So I get a question a lot about that. So in this week's video, I'm gonna cover basically the essential things that I do and how I do them. But if you are a member of my Newborn Photography Business School membership, this month we are getting a whole workshop about that. So if you're interested in learning from me things like this and more, make sure you sign up on our VIP waitlist. I'll put the link for you below. But for this week's vlog, I'm going to explain just roughly exactly what I do. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing that I do is when a client comes in, obviously I would have had the whole of the setups organized and ready to go. So they come in, I get them settled, I start working with the baby, photographing the family, any siblings. Once we are done, I let them know, okay, that's pretty much it. Let's dress the baby. While you're dressing the baby, I'm gonna load those images into the computer. So I pull out my SD card, pop it into the computer and load them. Now, the first thing I do is grab all those images, save them on my hard drive, and on my hard drive first into a folder called Raw. After that, I create another folder called Selection. I create a third folder called Removed, and a fourth folder called Maybe. So those folders, I go in depth in explaining why in the workshop for my members only, but pretty much they're self-explanatory. So after I do that, I then, once the images are loaded, I grab those images and pop them in the raw folder. And then when the raw folder, they're all in the raw folder, clients are done, I get them to sit around me at my computer, and then I open up Bridge and I showcase the images in Bridge. So if you don't know what Bridge is, it's an Adobe software. Again, it's called Adobe Bridge, and I think it's pretty much free if you have Adobe Creative Cloud. So that's pretty much how I load them into the computer and show my clients. Now, second thing you want to know is once I show them the images in Adobe Bridge, first of all, it's a good idea to play around with Bridge and to understand what layout interface you like to use. So I do it like that and I show them image by image. Now, you're probably wondering, but I don't shoot as good to show my clients right off my SD card. That's another hurdle you got to get over. It's really important when you're shooting to understand how to properly shoot, and so you can shoot straight out of camera. Show them the image straight out of camera, I should say. So while I'm shooting, I've gotten into a habit to go through the images, delete the ones I don't like when I can, if I have the time and if the baby's cooperating. Look, I understand babies sometimes don't cooperate, that's okay, but that's what I do now, and it's become a habit. So you pretty much train yourself, and then that becomes, very natural to you. So once I load them, yes, there's some blurry photos and there's some really odd photos or some photos where they're doing all these funny faces. That's normal, I still have them. But what I tell the clients is when I sit there, I say, I'll show you the best ones out of every setup, and then you tell me which ones you like. Yes, you get clients that say, I want to see every single one. I'll say, we'll be here forever. Pretty much they're seconds apart. They're pretty much a frame apart. And so I show, and they understand. I've never had anyone that says to me, no, Rochelle, you need to show me every single one and I want to take my time. That never happens, thank God. So that's what I do. I show them the best ones out of every setup. If I pick an image and it's blurry or it's not really good quality that I'm not happy with, because it was I was moving my camera or something, I'll say, no, this one's not good. I don't prefer this one. I'll keep showing them. You take charge of the session. Remember that. So once from every setup, they select their images, and then I tell them, select the ones you really love. Don't worry about how much images or what package you want. Then I will add them to your selection folder. And then from that, we cull through them again. We can add, we can remove. Any removed ones obviously go in the removed folder. And any maybe that you might want to get, go in the maybe folder. Usually they're always going to remove, and then we take or we add to the remove folder once they view their selection folder at the end of the selection. So that's pretty much all I do. And then after that, I always indicate that image will look good in the album, that image will look good on that print, that image will look good on that wooden print. So things like that. That's how I pretty much sell. After they've selected the images and they've confirmed, yes, I make them sign because I need to send them to my editor for them to be edited right away. And I always pull out my products. So I have my products on my coffee table or on my desk. I pull them out and say, look, this is all products I have. Are you looking to order? Because if you order now, you get a percentage off, and that entices them to order straight away. So that's pretty much an overview of how I do my ordering sessions. Once they leave, we have a whole different other system to get them to come back and order if they haven't or if they have. But you will find more about that later on if you join my Newborn and Photography Business School, which is probably currently closed at the time of this recording, or maybe it isn't. So make sure you go to that link that I'm going to pop here, or just head on over to thephotographersociety.com. Make sure you get my emails and you'll be notified when the next enrollment opens. Also, before I leave you guys for this video, I want to mention to go and download my newborn session guide. It's absolutely free, and I guarantee it's going to help you in some way in your next newborn session. So I'll catch you all next time for another video. And if you have any questions about what I discussed today, please, wherever you're watching this, leave them below and I will happily answer them. And let me know, do you do ordering sessions, online galleries, IPS, which is in-person sales sessions? I would absolutely love to know. So I'll catch you guys next week for another video. Until then, take care.